we're going to test this Eliwell ID974 if the compressor remain active during faulty probe. Now same apply to the EI107F and Dixell XR06CX. I'm going to remove this PB1, which is the room sensor, and see for yourself if this compressor remain active. There, it shut down and we receive E1 error. And I'm gonna show you that I have a value for there, that's it. And let's locate ONT. I have 15 minutes there and it shut down. So this control same with the EI107F. So for me, the winner is the Dixell XR06CX because it still operate during faulty probe. In this case, your product in the cabinet remain fresh because it will operate by time and not by temperature. I want to be fair, guys, and I would like to restore the default for the OFT of this Eliwell ID974. Here, the default for this is 1, and then the OFT 0. There, set. Okay, it's been memorized, and let's just wait to go back to the display. 15 seconds inactivity, it will go back to the display temperature. And now I'm going to disengage the probe 1, which is the room sensor, and take a look how long that the compressor will remain active. It did not stop now, but we receive E1 error. So in the manual, ONT says this, once it's set to 1, this compressor always on. So I just want to be honest with my review, otherwise the Eliwell will go after me. And take a look, this is always on. And we're going to, I'm gonna show you again the other parameter. CP again, OFT, I set it to 1, then set, it's off, and then ONT 0. Okay, if you download the manual of this one, you may arrive that once the ONT 0 and the OFT 1, this compressor is always off during faulty probe. And I disengage this room sensor, and this is what happened. The compressor off, and we're going to reset that. And then ONT 0, OFT 1. Now we're going to disengage again, and let's see. Okay, there is it. The compressor is always off. The manual is not supposed to be programmed to their OFT and their CP folder. Their O on time during faulty probe is set to 1, and then the OFT off time during faulty probe, this is set to 0. This is in accordance with their manual. But what I did is I just put a value of, let's say, 10 minutes, and I put a value here for 5 minutes, hoping that during faulty probe here I disengage it, and now I got E1. I'm just hoping that by changing this value to this value, this control will going to implement my setting. So I just want to be honest with you guys that you should follow this instead of programming the Eliwell ID974 according to our needs, because we want to preserve the food in the cabinet once this sensor got a problem. So I want by myself to implement that during faulty probe sensor, that my product in the cabinet will not going to spoil. So that's my purpose here. The consequences of during faulty probe, this compressor is always on. You got an ice buildup. Okay, you will accumulate ice formation in the ice fin or in the evaporator, causing high temperature also. So I want this to implement in my unit, but the problem is it's not applicable for Eliwell ID974, but for Dixell. 2 thumbs up for Dixell. So it's up to you guys if you want to if you prefer Eliwell instead of Dixell. And last time I also published this, and same scenario happened. I did not follow my supposed to be. I implement this so that the product in the cabinet will not going to thaw or spoiled. So same with this. So for me, I suggest Dixell is the best for me. So it's up to you whether you buy any of these two. Okay, if you want this is the topology you're going to follow. Either you off it by putting 1 here or 0 here. So for me, this is the best. Thanks for watching, everyone.